Hey guys, it's me, Rebecca,
And me, Sydney.
and of course, this is our podcast.
Thank you for noticing.
Right. So,
Let's
um,
just break the ice. Obviously, things are a little different this time around. We're not in the same room.
no, we aren't.
How are you feeling about that?
I mean, it's okay. I'm taking it day by day,
You're taking it minute by minute
minute by minute. But yeah, no, we're both in each other's houses, or
in our own houses.
in our own houses,
Mhm.
and yeah, we're just having a little sleepover, but
Yeah, sleepover
without each
vibes.
other. Yeah, sleepover vibes, but not like with the sleepover.
This was us during heavy COVID too.
Yeah, wait, this is like kickback to COVID. A
Oh, that was
COVID
traumatic
kickback.
for us.
Oh yeah, it's still traumatic, don't you think?
Yeah, it's just different though because we didn't leave our houses for months. Now it's a little different because we're at least going to work.
Yeah, for how long, I'm not sure.
Anyways, that'll be a whole nother episode. um, but okay, so for today's episode, we wanted to have our very first not annual, that's once a year, but first Netflix crossover show.
Yes.
So Rebecca and I have mentioned on the pod before that we're going to be watching each other's shows. So I'm watching The Office, Rebecca is watching The Mindy Project, which is basically The Office, and
But say, because The Office was my show and the Mini Project was your show. So that's so
exactly.
like, so Sydney's seen the Mini Project. I love The Office. So we're like, you need to watch the other one.
And so the other day we were watching both of them at the same time. We'd both kind of started each other's show at the same time and we were texting about it. And I was like, we should just talk about it. Or maybe you brought it up. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, we need to digest it. We need to go over it.
Yes. So we both watched fully the first season of each other's show. Now, The Office, the first season's only 6 episodes, but I think I'm 5 episodes into the second season. So
And how are we feeling?
okay, so I had previously tried to watch The Office, um, I don't know, within the last year, and I had only made it 5 episodes in. I was not fully into it, but I think it's because it is not a show that you can watch, at least not for me. First run through, I have to actually watch it. I can't be on my phone. I can't be mindlessly watching.
Right.
Because half of the show that makes it funny is the people in the background looking at people, or just all the silence. You have to be watching it. You
Yeah.
have to be watching
Well,
it.
it's like the kind of like not even the words itself, like it's everything else with it. Like, yeah, the
Yes.
facial expressions, like the awkward pauses. It's
Mm-hmm.
more than just listening it's funny listening to it, but like it's
Yeah.
even funnier looking at it.
Right. So now that I'm fully invested, and I am kind of imagining watching it with Rebecca, it's more funny because I'm that we would think that's funny. Um but it's growing on me, I will say.
It better be growing
um
on you.
I just, I love a romance, especially an office romance. Jim and
Oh, wait,
Pam.
but
Jim and
that's
what's her
my
name?
who?
What is her name? Pam?
Pam. Yeah, but
Pam.
that's like my dream job is to be a receptionist.
Yes.
Like, I want to be a receptionist so bad. I just want to play with like old post-it notes and like old computers
Well,
and
okay,
like
I will
write down
say,
messages.
yes, their jobs though is my dream job. They don't work. Like
Right. You hate
Jim is
working.
I hate working. They don't work. Jim is literally um he's yeah, I got done what I needed to get done for all day in 5 minutes. And then what else am I supposed to do?
Life of a
They just
salesman.
fuck around with each other. It's
I
just
know, it's
so
great.
fun.
Well, then like Michael Scott, clearly he's like the boss
Oh,
and should be doing the most work. And he's just walking around like with his world's best cup that he bought. Like the
yes.
world's best boss, not world's best cup. His world's best boss cup
Yes.
that he bought. and he's just
Yeah,
walking
so
around.
yeah, he spent like a whole episode where they were like, you just need to sign these signatures and then you're good. Okay, that's like literally for payroll. We need you to sign these. It's your only call for today. And he's like, literally takes all day to sign them and he has no other work to do. Like, and
Yes.
is there until like 5 p.m. to
Or
sign these
like
things.
or like the health insurance episode when like he couldn't figure out the health insurance. So then like he makes Dwight do it and he's just hiding in his office
Oh,
with the blinds closed the whole
wait,
time.
that one like messed me up, I think, because it was a little triggering. Like you can tell that these were filmed a long time ago and they could never be filmed now because um so not politically correct, which is funny. I do think it's funny. The only time to not be politically correct is if it actually is funny. But Dwight telling everyone to write down their health conditions that they want to get covered.
Yes. Absolutely. Well, poor
And then
Angela.
they're like, you can't tell us to do that. And he's like, I didn't say you have to write your name. Just write down every single health condition if you want it covered.
Well, then Meredith raising her hand at one point, like, because he was like, what did he say? Like, tilted penis or like off something penis. And no, well, not Angela. Meredith raises her hand and she's like, if you mean vagina, then yes. And everyone just looks at her like, what is wrong
Wait,
with you?
yeah, or the guy that goes anal fissures. Like, what are anal fissures? I don't even want to know.
It's
Um,
it's pretty crazy though. I mean, it's like stupid funny and like I don't know. I
so
love stupid
mundane, but
funny.
so nuts at the
But
same time.
and that's what's so I think that's what's so relatable because it is
Yeah.
like most of us live very mundane lives. And so it's
And
like
most of us are nuts.
for
So,
sure.
yeah, makes sense.
So I feel like that's why a lot of people love it because it just like is that like, middle of the country, small town. I don't know. They're East Coast,
Yeah,
but you know what I mean.
definitely. I will say, so like Rebecca was saying, like, you'll see that I have a lot in common with Dwight, who is the lunatic of the show. I think it's just in intensity. Like, Dwight is very intense about things that he cares for, and
I love
Rebecca is as
him.
well. Yeah, I know. But like I also think you could be a crossover, don't take this the wrong way, um, between
I
Dwight and Michael Scott.
oh wait, no, wait. Wait, did she think I was gonna take that? Whoa. Did she think I was gonna take that the wrong way? That's the
Well, he's
biggest
like
compliment I've ever gotten in my life. Like like all my 28 years of living, and that's the best thing anyone's ever said to me.
well, I'm honored to be the one to finally break it to you. Um, well, just because we had a moment the other night where like Rebecca and I were sitting outside with our friend Carrie, shout out Carrie, and
Ooh, ooh.
thought there were people coming up to the deck like outside, and Rebecca literally sprints inside her home, like sprints inside her home.
Wait, I was
To leave
worried.
us to fend for ourselves, okay? And
But
keep in mind,
wait,
global pandemic.
wait,
Okay, so Carrie can't go inside her.
but wait. Okay, you've got it all wrong. I didn't sprint to run away from her. I sprint to run to my front door to make sure it was locked. I thought she was like gonna break into my house or something. I
This
went to
was
my
a
front door.
Postmates driver
Well, I
that was
went to my
wandering around.
I went to my front door to make sure it was locked and to see if she was coming. And I stared out the window like this. And then
No, but
and then
what it
that's when I
looked
went to the
like was,
bathroom and I screamed out to you guys, what's happening out there?
yeah, from the bathroom. I was like, you're so rude. Funny, I watched like, oh wait, you were frozen for a second. I just watched the Office episode where they had the fire alarm thing go off. And I
Yeah.
was like, Rebecca, that was so Michael Scott of you. Just shoves everyone out of the way to get inside to safety.
Women and children first, Sydney.
Yeah, that's why Michael Scott did it.
Good.
So
So
that's how
you're
that's
loving it.
going.
So you must be
Loving it.
loving it. You must
Yes,
be.
I have a problem with like, well, okay. Also, I did want to discuss the kiss that happened in the Chili's.
In the Chili's. So
I
good,
didn't
right?
like it.
Well, what do you mean? Well, here's what I don't like about the kiss is they don't acknowledge it. They're not going
Right.
to acknowledge it. Like it's
Right.
just gonna
Like
like continue
what?
living on. Yeah, and it breaks my heart.
Well,
It's like the biggest elephant in the room.
I just wanted more from them, like for them. You know, like I wanted
I
more of a
know.
moment.
I
And
know.
also, they kissed in the middle of the Chili's at the work party, and no one said anything. like, like everyone was looking at them, and
Mm-hmm.
like no one said anything.
Mm-mm.
And I was like, "You're all gonna go back to work knowing that she has a fiance, and you guys just like kissed in front of your office."
Yes. Yeah, no, but that's the thing. No one brings it up. It's like a don't ask, don't tell situation.
That is insane to
I
me.
know. I
I
know,
was
but I
just like,
love
"Oh,
it.
it's fine because I'll hear about it later," and then it never happened. I was like, "Okay, great."
Nothing. Nothing. And you will
Hmm.
not get that closure. Spoiler
Right.
alert. You will not get
Thanks.
closure from
Well,
that
I
incident.
mean, it's okay. So this is what I was thinking. You know that New Girl had like a season and a half of build up for Jess and Nick, and then when
Mm-hmm.
they kissed, it was like this moment. It like really satisfied the viewer.
Mm-hmm.
So I think to only be like 5 episodes in and already they kissed and then it was like that. I was like, oh, okay,
Really? It's
yeah.
well, but nothing's happening from it. But speaking of buildup of characters, that's how I feel about what's happening with the mini project right now.
Yes, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
So, okay, everyone, she has to end up with Dr.
Wait,
Costello. Danny.
Castellano. First of all,
Oh,
I
Costello.
I've not finished the series. Okay, I have not finished the series. I've seen I think about 5 seasons. Um, but I really really remember the first like 2 or 3 because those are the ones I rewatch. But um, so I know what I know, but I don't know what I don't know. Like I don't know what actually happens at the very end. So we can figure that out together because I'm rewatching that as well.
Well, they have to end up together. Like they're like clearly the chemistry and sexual tension is just too much to handle. Even
Chemistry
like
is
the
really good.
well, like in the one there was this one scene where like she had just cut off all of her hair and
Oh my god.
he had just gotten back with his ex-wife and then they're in the
Oh.
hospital lounge and they're like there
Mm-hmm.
and like he goes to take her glasses off and it's like they're gonna kiss or something and then she's like I'm going to Haiti and I'm like
Oh,
it was just like a hard
Casey.
stamp. Yes, yeah, from
I love that you don't even
Workaholics.
talk about Casey. I'm like, Casey was my love. I loved Casey on that show.
Well,
I like wanted to date him.
yeah, he is, but he plays that character in every role he does. It's good, but
I
it's like
know. That's
Workaholics
why I
guy.
watched The Workaholics because of Mindy. And I was like, where can I get more of this cutie on here?
Oh, and see, my Workaholics crush is the curly one. I don't know I forget his name.
Wait, me too. I like all
Yeah.
3 of those
Mm-hmm.
guys.
Yeah.
But okay, so are you into Danny Castellano though? Like, do you
Into
want him for her?
him, like from day one. Like I was
Well,
like,
yeah.
I was like for sure. Like day one of them, like of characters developing, I was like, well, they're gonna end up together. Like I
Well,
felt.
Rebecca also loves a grumpy pants, and Danny Castellano is such a grumpy pants.
Wait, it's so true though.
I
Wait, that's
know.
so true. But yeah, I liked it. I wanted it for them. So I hope it
Aw.
happened. It has not happened yet, but like clearly their bond is growing.
Do you like Casey
And
though?
no.
Like
I
he's her main man in the series, and like you're like not even talking about him at all.
well, I just got to the point where they broke up.
Oh, got it. Um, right.
So are they back together?
No, I just
Uh,
mean like he's like the main guy for the first while.
yeah, I just don't care for him because I want her to be with Danny.
Right. Yeah.
Like I'm
Um,
angry when she was like getting engaged and like
I
it was
know.
upsetting to me. Very
Well, Danny
upsetting.
needs to make a move. You know what I'm
I
saying?
know he
Like
tried. He almost tried, and then she's like, "I'm going to Haiti."
he almost tried. Also, to like cut her hair off for Casey though.
And please,
Worst haircut.
please.
Worst
Well,
haircut.
it was a wig for sure, but
Yeah,
like,
but terrible.
please, terrible. She does not have the face shape to carry it off.
No, neither do
And
I. That's
she's
why that'll never
beautiful.
happen.
She's a beautiful woman, but not
Wait,
gonna
how
work
about
out.
them like shouting down to her while she has her hair like that and they called her like a little man or something? She's like, I'm a
And she's like,
woman.
I'm a woman. These are breasts. She's
I
great.
love it. I love it.
She's great.
Okay, what about Morgan? How are you feeling about Morgan?
Morgan's good. You know, I love stupid. I feel like Morgan is very similar to like Kevin on The Office. Like,
Who's Kevin?
Kevin's like the heavy, heavy white guy with that has like, he's bald on top with the hair. He's in accounting. But he like says
I
like,
feel like Morgan's the Dwight of the group
oh, see,
because
I
he's
would
like
not,
wackadoo.
I don't know if I'd give, I don't know if I'd give Morgan that much credit. I, I think
I love Morgan.
Morgan's maybe an in between of like Dwight and Kevin, like crazy
hmm
like Dwight, but like dumb like Kevin.
hmm But like, I think he's dumb, but also like a little smart,
Mixture,
you know?
or a mixture of Creed and Kevin, and a pinch of Dwight. That's what I would say. Because
I'm
Dwight
sorry,
and
Creed? Who's that?
Creed's the older guy. He's the oldest guy in the office, and he pops up at like random
Oh,
times.
yes, he's the one that like Michael Scott was gonna fire, and then he convinced him not to.
Yes,
Got it.
yeah. So, and he just pops up randomly, and he's like, "I don't know what I do here. Um, I'm just
That's what I'm
here."
saying. Like they don't work. Like none of them.
None of them work.
They
Look at
just show
Sydney.
up and like,
No, go ahead.
go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, well, it's kind of funny that you just said show up because I was gonna say, um, look at Sydney showing me up with her like little background right now.
My little
This
aesthetic.
candle, her lighting.
Yeah, it's this way right now because if it were the other way, I would look like a crackhead with what's going on this side of my room.
Same.
So I need a tapestry to kind of cover. My closet is not hoarder level yet, really. It just looks it because I have one of those tier things.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like I just have junk going up to the ceiling.
Ooh, that's a
You know what I
vibe.
mean?
Wait, hold on. There's a
Um,
visitor.
wait, is this Myrtle's debut?
Everyone,
Myrtle!
wait.
Oh,
Can you hear? Oh,
put her to the camera.
I can't.
Oh,
Oh,
you really could have.
I'm trying. She's gonna try. Well, when she's ready, I'll introduce you guys, but just know there's a presence, an
Mm,
angelic presence in the air right now.
angelic, like really angelic. Um,
Really, really angelic.
all right, so you just staged me up now, all of a sudden, with
You
your
know,
backdrop.
well, it's disrespectful how you always do this. So
You have a
I
whole
had to,
another like energy and aura in your frame now, so
I know, it's just like, who's got the better sleepover vibe? Rebecca with the cat and the purple, like pink light, Cindy with the glam dresser candle and the blue light. Who's going to win?
I think we're pretty like equal. I don't know how you could ever choose. Well, I don't know how you could ever not choose Myrtle, but I also think I have a cute vibe, so that's
You
really it.
do. You do have a cute vibe. So, okay, so besides this like Office Mindy Netflix crossover that we're doing,
Yes.
what else like have you enjoyed watching? Like what should we maybe watch next?
Okay. So Netflix has brought on a couple like old 90s or early 2000s black shows. And a part of the rollout is called The Game. And I've been watching that. I don't even think I'm on season 2 yet, but my mom and I are loving it. I didn't watch it when it was on TV. I think my dad probably had an episode or two on the TV, but um, yeah, so Tia from Sister Sister is in it. And it's about her who's like a football star or like a rookie or whatever, and she follows him to like be his girlfriend, and he starts on this football team, and she like has to hang out with the girlfriends of the football players, and they're called the Sunbeams. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so like it's just about her adjusting and him adjusting, and them like how their relationship. It's about everybody on the show, but it's really good. It's
What
more of
do
like a
you
sitcom.
do you remember what like channel it was on before
I think it was
Netflix?
on like CW,
Oh, okay.
which a
Yeah,
lot of those black
I don't know
shows
if I've
were.
heard of that. I used to watch a lot of CW. There's a lot of things on the CW. It's crazy to think like how much we relied on cable before, and now like I never even turn on my cable.
Yeah,
But like
Netflix really
this,
like came for their necks.
yes. But the CW was like everyone. If you had a TV at one point, you were watching something on the CW. You knew what that
Yeah,
logo and everything looked like. You know.
yeah, they're coming out with Girlfriends too now. Do you know that show?
I don't
My
know.
girl Tracy Ellis Ross was on Girlfriends. She's helping me out with my hair these days.
Pattern Beauty. She's got
Um,
beautiful hair, so hopefully it works on you. It
I
is
know. Well,
helping.
yeah, you can tell that she never got it relaxed because her
Yeah,
hair is like very similar to mine in like thickness, but hers is very uniform.
it'll take time.
Yeah, you know I'm not patient.
No,
Um,
patience is a
but
virtue. That's what Barb always says. Wait,
oh,
my
shout out
dad,
to Barb.
I was talking to my dad today and he says, he's going to be so mad at me for doing this. He says, do you have like some weird thing? Why are you always mentioning your father? Like, I was like, wait, because I love you. He's like, oh, okay.
I mean, just to like welcome him into the show, like
It's
make him want
fine.
to actually listen for
It's
his
fine.
shout out because he said
Yeah.
F the
I,
Kardashians.
well, I said, should I stop shouting you out? And he's like, no. So here's your shout
Well,
out, John.
do you have some
Let's.
weird thing or
He's like, are you okay? Is everything okay? Why do you keep calling me out? I was like,
wow.
it's
You're
fine.
like,
It's
no, nothing's okay, but it's fine.
nothing's fine in the world anymore. So we had to do
um,
another shout out.
yeah, just another one for John, I guess. But what's your what else are you watching on Netflix?
Let's see if we're not okay. So I am watching. Well, I just finished The Office, obviously, and then Mindy Project, and then you know which one I really like is Umbrella Academy, but I haven't
Mm,
finished the last two episodes yet because like it's so good and I don't want it to
yeah.
end.
And if you don't
So
watch it, then it doesn't end.
exactly. So
Yeah.
I rewatched the first season when the second season came out. She's gone again. I rewatched
Mm,
the first season when the second season came out, and then
yeah.
I watched the second season out, and I have 2 episodes left. But I really love that one, and it's like kind of hard to explain. Like I don't know. I don't really like action movies, but it's not really an action show. It's like
It's also kind of
I
sci-fi, right?
it's like sci-fi and it goes
Yeah.
like back and forth through time, but it's pretty good. They're like trying to save the world.
Mm,
It's a vibe.
it's a vibe. I don't know how I'm feeling about it based on like the cover art and the
I
preview that
know.
I've
You just gotta
seen. I
give it
just
a
like don't know.
but it's what I think I like about it. That's the thing. That's not like really what I would go for typically, but like
Mm-hmm.
I love it. And I think that I don't know, I just like gave it a try. And sometimes we can't judge a book by its cover, even though that's my favorite
All
thing
I
to
do.
do. I
Yeah, that's
know.
all I do.
Me too. But we need to try to not do that.
That's how I
But
date as well.
we know. We know. We're going to put a blindfold on you soon.
Oh, wait, can I tell you something
Ooh, yeah.
that
Is
I
it a
haven't
secret?
told? Yeah, no, I just haven't told you until now. I was waiting to tell you on the pod.
I don't know if I want to know.
You're
Wait,
gonna hate me.
how dare you put me in this position? The disrespect to have all of our friends listening to this intimate detail that you've withheld from me. Sure,
Yes.
I'm ready. I'll be okay.
Would you prefer me to not?
No, well now you have to tell me or else I might die. So
She can't handle that. The suspense like burns her
I'm
from
not
internally.
okay. Tell
Like
me, I
she
can't
hates
look
it.
at you. I can't look at you.
Okay. You have to. You have to look at me while I say it. I gave Michelle access to my ship as well.
Oh, don't worry. I actually noticed that days ago, and I didn't I did not say anything. Because
Wait,
Sydney
it's worrying me why you wouldn't say anything. That's normally something that you would text me right away that you noticed.
I like to observe. I like to observe.
Ew, like silently watch like a voyeur. I can't stand it. You're so creepy. I can't.
Wait, I saw it like a couple days ago. I was like, wait, what is happening?
Wait,
Really?
what do you see? Like what can you see on there?
Um, it just shows like who she's swiping on, and I'm like, wait, why is she getting better quality of guys on her swipes than mine? Because
Wait,
like
did
I'm
you
not
see the
getting
one I
good
sent you
ones.
today? And I was like, how could you do this to me?
No, but I'm gonna go look. But no, I noticed it, and I was gonna say something to you. I really did forget, and then I was like, Rebecca, don't be upset. Michelle's been her friend for a very long time.
Oh,
She's
you talked
top
yourself
tier.
through, huh?
Yeah, she's
Top
top
tier.
tier. As Minnie Kaling would say, but a best friend is
Best
not a
friend.
person, it's a tier.
It's a tier. So
And
yeah, that's
Michelle
like
is top tier.
Michelle's top tier. Shout out Michelle. Um you're looking at it. Don't show it. Don't show it. That's so mean.
Wait. It was so quick, no one will know.
There's a screenshot. It's like a thing. Um
I'll put a over it.
okay. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't enjoy him. I didn't
Okay,
understand why you would ever think that's my vibe in life. I don't get
wait.
that.
I thought if the hair was different, it would maybe be okay.
No, because the hair was different in one of the photos. But also, I mean, you're swiping for you, it seems.
Okay.
Wait, is it a face miss time? Because I have one.
Yeah, let's mist away
You were
that.
supposed to tell me so that we
Wait,
could do it like in sync. That's so rude.
should I get another one or?
Yeah, you should. Because look what I have.
Oh.
The one that I copped your style.
Okay, ready? All right,
Ready?
guys, we're misting our face.
We're misting.
And for all of you that don't know what the fuck we're doing, you can watch the podcast on YouTube and see what we're doing.
Please watch it because I think this is so cute. Like, I'm going to rewatch this.
Yeah, it's just for fun. We're just like desperate and want people to see us.
Don't put it out there like that. I don't even think that's what it is.
I'm not
Such a
saying it.
different. Go
I'm
ahead.
not saying it in a negative way. I'm saying like
Well,
we want people to see us. Like
you
you'll
literally said
enjoy
we're
it.
so desperate. Like, you sounded disgusted. But wait, so
It's a joke.
Rebecca.
I'm joking.
Rebecca has told me that before we started a podcast, she's like, well, I don't listen to podcasts. I watch them, right? And so
I have
how like
sensory
perfect.
issues.
Well,
I have
just
sensory
yeah,
issues.
it's better for
I
her to
like
watch.
Yeah, well, because I like when I talk to someone or when I'm listening to someone talk, I want to fucking look them in the eyes and connect with them. Even if they can't see me, I want to see them. So, like, that's why podcasts are hard for me to sometimes, like, relate to or, like, what is the quibble about? Are you okay?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm just trying to think of I saw this thing yet the other day that was talking about looking people in the eye and like, oh, I was with you. It was the bachelorette thing, the when you someone's
Oh,
left
yeah,
eye to
yeah,
left
yeah.
eye, it's emotional, and right eye to right eye. Anyways, I was
I, I
just
need
trying to
to
remember
start
that.
I need to start remembering that now because I like to watch people. Like that's why I really like stories on Instagram, I think, because I like to watch. Goes back to my nature of like watching others, right? So
Yes.
like today even I tried listening to Anna Faris's podcast.
Love
I don't it,
love
it's so
that.
good. But like Seth Rogen was on it, and I wanted to watch it so bad.
Mm,
And I
yeah.
couldn't. And
Yeah.
I felt like I was missing something.
Well, and I feel like it could be even if they're not like in the room. This is easier than like setting up microphones and cameras if you're in the same room. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? So I
Yeah,
feel
it's
like,
different quality probably, but
yeah.
it is easier.
I mean, just so like if Anna Faris and Seth Rogen, that is that a recent episode?
Yeah, and they did do it over online, over Zoom, I
That's
believe.
why I'm saying. So it's like you might as well record it and like put it up.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure.
And on
I know.
Spotify now, we're gonna have to figure out how that works because on Spotify,
I think you have to be a Spotify person.
probably.
Like I
But
think
it's
it's like a
dope.
yeah. I
It's
think that's
so
how
great to be able to like watch it and then like click out of it and it's still playing. Like if I want to send
yeah.
a text or whatever and then go back to it in the video, it's still like it's so great.
Yeah, I'm assuming they probably work with Spotify because I don't think it's I think it's an exclusive thing, but I'm not 100% accurate.
Wait, did you also see that Joe no, I think was it Joe Rogan or Joe Budden actually? He has a podcast about I don't know if you know who Joe Budden is. Do you?
Mm, I'm not
He has
sure.
a really successful podcast. I think it's about like hip hop and stuff. He's in that whole scene. And he signed an exclusive deal with Spotify
Yeah.
and then he's retracted that now because I think he
Oh,
gets less
really?
plays on Spotify, obviously, than if you were to like have all these other platforms. It's
Yeah,
like,
but it's funny you say that because Joe Rogan is exclusively going to Spotify.
yeah, maybe it was
Like
him that I saw then.
he won't be on YouTube. He's not going to be on Apple anymore. I think it's like only on Spotify. But I believe because he records his podcasts with video too, so I believe
Mm-hmm.
he'll have it like the other podcasts where it will be like video on there. Maybe
Yeah.
I doubt. I think he'd lose a huge fan base if he didn't have video. And he's
Well,
notoriously either one or two in the podcast
it,
genres.
it's just weird though because like YouTube was such a big part of his podcast audience.
Mm-hmm.
Like most of the people watched it on YouTube. Like that's every clip that I've ever seen of the pod has been on YouTube. And to cut that out completely, like all the other platforms, like he must have been offered a ton of money, like a ton
Yeah,
of money.
unless it is going on YouTube still, but I don't know. What it made it seem like it was just going to be like gone.
Yeah, it was like an exclusive deal.
So we'll see what happens, but I don't really watch it. I'm just saying like it's just
I don't
he's
either.
obviously like in the top tier, but who knows.
You said you were going to
So
be on soon, so.
yeah,
Mm.
November 2nd.
Oh, right before the election, huh?
Yeah, yes.
I keep
So
thinking I'm going to burn my hair off.
oh, from the candle. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, this is a different type of vibe that we're trying, and it's like, yeah, we're just zooming away in our PJs, our mood
Sleepover
lighting,
vibes.
sleepover
Yeah,
vibes. I
super
wish I
cute.
brought more water in with me.
Uh,
Sydney's looking around as if she has some to offer me. Yeah,
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 I was
we're
gonna.
not together. That's the water that I gave you. You nasty.
She
I
gave
love
this
it.
to me yesterday, and I'm still drinking.
That's
Um,
okay.
yeah, but maybe one day we can zoom Barb in.
Well, yeah, I think this is going to be a great way to have guests on the show because we want to have definitely some people in
Mm-hmm.
to, give different perspectives and have different conversations and, talk different things. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, this time you guys get us still. You're stuck with us.
Ugh, just stuck with us.
Just stuck
But it
with
depends on the
us.
pod. Sometimes I really enjoy special guests. Sometimes I enjoy the episodes without. So.
Yeah, I know. And it's interesting you say that because I've been listening and watching to a lot of podcasts lately. And like recently, I've been watching like Whitney Cummings and obviously Esther. Um, that's Ben Always, and
Mm.
then what's the other one? Take Your Shoes Off by I think Rick Glassman. Is that his name? But it's been interesting to like listen to other people, and most of them it's like they have people on like interview style,
Mm-hmm.
but Esther lately she's been by herself, so it's interesting like hearing different dynamics of like two people. And then I recently listened to Esther and this other girl. They have a podcast called Glowing Up, and they had Shay Mitchell
Oh,
on, so it was like a three-person
wow.
one, and that was
Ooh,
pretty good too.
cute.
Yeah,
Look at you.
I know. I'm like a podcast connoisseur. Even Nick was like, "Is this all you do now? Is listen to podcasts?" I'm like, I dive deep. Back off.
You're like, of course, until my next obsession. Yeah, of course.
Well, and my next obsession is starting soon. Obviously, we're deep into another. We're doing the deep Netflix crossover with The Office and the Mindy Project, but I soon will be starting Harry Potter audiobook. So my plates are very full right
Fuck.
now. I have a lot going on, and I to dive into a depth of a series like Harry Potter, it's going to be tough. It's
And
going
I
to be hard.
will never hear the end of it. So it's going to be like Charmed.
Oh, Charmed, how I miss you. I should incorporate that into it. Give me really spooky vibes. I'm here. I'm ready for fall. And I
Wait,
need like
yeah.
we need to watch Halloween Town.
Yes, I was just thinking that. I was like,
I
we need
have
to
it on
watch Halloween
DVD,
Town. Wow. You know, they
but
also
I'm
have it
sure
on
it's
like
on
streaming
Disney Plus.
platforms. Yeah.
Oh, oh
You're like, I
okay.
have it on VHS.
Fuck you. I probably did have it on VHS, probably an old recording. Like I taped
Yeah.
it myself. But yeah, I'm ready
Cute.
for like spooky stuff. So that's why I'm going to start with Harry Potter and just like get
Mm.
into the audio scene again. And just like, I don't know when I'm going to have time to do any of it though.
Yeah, you have no time. You have no time for anything.
I'm going to make a deal with the devil, I think.
Ooh, to get more time in the day.
Hmm.
Barb will love that.
I know, right?
Is
She
she gonna
needs
be
to
like,
make one
stop
too.
talking about me?
Probably. This
Yeah.
devil worshiper. She's going to say, do you worship the devil? Because I like Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
No, everyone, I do not worship the devil.
No, you don't do that
I
here.
am a witch though. An
Some
herbal
people would
witch.
say that's one and the same.
No, witches are good. Witches are good. I mean, of course,
She's
there's
a
some
good
bad
witch.
witches. Yeah, there's some bad witches, but I'm a good witch. Don't you worry.
Glinda vibes only.
Actually, if you've watched Wicked, you will find that Elphaba was truly a good witch, and it was just she was misunderstood. So I do relate to Elphaba the most. Glinda actually is a fucking
Just like
bitch.
really leave it up to you to like bring that in. I'm thinking just like The Wizard of Oz. And you're like, if you've watched the prologue, Wicked.
No, fuck Wizard of Oz. I mean, it's fine, it's dandy, but like Wicked, I c- Wicked, Wicked. Oh, we're boring her now. I've seen
No. Okay, people also yawn when they're tired. I don't
people
know about when you're bored.
people yawn at the sleepover. She's gonna be the first one to fall asleep at the sleepover.
Always. I always am.
Did you ever watch that movie Sleepover?
No.
You're too young. I hate you. And we're done. It's one of my favorites. It's on Netflix, I think. We have to
Is
watch
it?
it.
Okay.
We have to add it to the list. It's like
Ooh,
my
wait.
it's like it's like they're eighth graders going into freshman year, and they're like on a
Mm-hmm.
scavenger hunt with the popular girls who's going to be able to sit where at lunch freshman year of high school. And they
I love
sneak
how
out.
much you love this content. Like,
Wait, hated high school, but love a
I
high school
know.
drama.
I'm like, you hated that time.
I think probably
It's,
because I can like it's almost like I see different experiences, maybe, who knows. And
mm-hmm.
it's just like, I don't know. But I love them.
Mm. Well, okay, so I guess we're gonna have to. I'm trying to think of how we can plug like the YouTube for people to watch.
Oh well, I think we're just gonna have it all be thank you for noticing podcast.
Yeah, which let's pray that that's open because why would it not be? But
I'm sure it
um,
will, and if not, you just type in our names and everything, it'll pop up.
wait, yeah, and we can leave the link in the bio of the episode.
Oh yeah, I see no I don't think there's going to be any issues. Usually I'm
Great.
the
I,
overthinker. You're overthinking now.
I told you I was in an anxious mindset before we even got here today.
No anxiety needed. Everything's
No,
gonna
deep
be all
breaths.
right.
This actually helped me a lot to calm down. So
Did it?
thanks, guys.
Hmm.
Yes. You don't care, whatever. Don't get
I do
sentimental.
care. She was having a hard
No.
day, clearly.
Yeah, not the best, but not the worst. And that's
I've
what
done
matters,
nothing
you know.
all day. I've done nothing all day, so
I'm incredibly jealous of you.
don't be
Incredibly.
jealous. Don't be jealous. I feel like I'm worthless, so I'm not, though. I
Don't
do
you
recognize
dare.
I'm not. I was just wanting to take a day off, you know?
Rest is productive as well when it's needed.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have been working on some things just on the couch.
Oh
In the
yeah, she
couch.
in the couch.
Yeah, I've just been in the couch. It's fine.
Yes. Okay, yeah, okay.
Okay. Well, clearly that means that Cindy doesn't want to talk to us anymore, everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what it means. So, would you like to go now? You're over
It's
me.
oh my God. Do you guys hear how she's treating me? In front of the podcast world. She's going to be this disrespectful.
Wait, I get it from you though.
The disrespect?
The
Yeah.
direct disrespect, like to your face.
Well, I think in conclusion, it also is why we probably both like the Mindy Project, because she is also very direct.
Confrontation 101, the Mindy Project.
I hate confrontation. That's the thing. Like, I feel like I am direct, just not but like when I want to be, maybe.
Yeah, it's very selective.
Selective directiveness.
Yeah, it's very like it. Yeah, I can't pinpoint a time where you would or you wouldn't be direct, but I mean,
I don't know.
obviously, professional boundaries. Obviously, like she's not gonna
Mhm.
be rude and direct to like her clients or anything. But if you're like in her tier, a higher tier, then she has no problem telling you how she really feels.
Well, as my mom likes to say, if I can't tell you, who can?
Just takes that
So,
role so heavily.
well, right, because if who could tell you?
Yeah.
Be able to be sure.
Nobody. Well, and
Mm,
for a long time, nobody was telling me
yeah,
the things that Rebecca was saying to me.
it's
It was
okay.
just her. Because nobody wants to be like the one to rain on the parade. And sometimes even the honesty like does do that. But Rebecca's honest always.
I love raining. I have no problem raining on a
Has
parade.
no problem doing that.
If I feel uncomfortable, I have to let it be known. And I'm also just worried, so I just want to express sincerity. I don't want
Yeah, I
anyone
love it.
to, it's okay.
You're like on a certain side and it balances out other things.
A certain side of intensity.
Yes. Yes. Yes, yes.
Okay, well, I guess then we'll be finished with this episode.
I
All about
loved this
Netflix.
episode.
Did you?
Did you?
Yeah, I did, of course.
I'm gonna
So,
yawn.
well, guys, I told you this was a sleepover episode. I told you Sydney was going to fall asleep first.
You didn't say that.
Well, now I am. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching, and thank you for
And thank you
noticing.
for noticing. Bye.